A storm had been occurring for about a week. The clouds were still dark and threatening looking, but it didn't stop the engines from still doing their work. Percy the small engine came pulling into the shunting yard, where the fat controller was waiting.
Percy, the Duke and Duchess of Boxford are arriving at tea time. They need coal to warm up their house, so you must deliver it right away.
Yes, sir! You can count on me!
You must go through the Whistling Woods. The other track to the house is blocked. A tree fell across it in the storm. That is all.
After the fat controller left, Percy set off feeling very nervous. Why is he very nervous, you might ask? Well, he had never gone through the Whistling Woods before. He'd always take the other track because, to him, the Whistling Woods is very dark and full of strange noises. Percy really didn't want to go through it, but he had no choice. Brave little Percy. Percy pulled up to the junction of the Whistling Woods. Emily, Toby, and Thomas, who were shunting trucks, were there as well.
Hi, Percy!
Howdy, Percy.
Percy, who was anxiously staring at the Whistling Woods, didn't respond to his friend's greetings.
Percy? We said hello to you.
Huh? What? Oh, hello, everyone.
Percy? What's wrong? You look worried for some reason.
I have to take this coal to the Duke and Duchess's house. I have to go through the Whistling Woods!
Okay, Percy, let's get going.
But Percy wouldn't turn a wheel because he was still afraid of the Whistling Woods.
Percy? Are you scared of the Whistling Woods?
No, I'm not! Thomas spotted an opportunity to be cheeky.
We seem to have a scaredy engine in our midst.
Oh, stop that, Thomas. I could go through the Whistling Woods with you, Percy, if you want.
Percy did know that he would need Toby's help, but he didn't want to be made fun of by Thomas again, or anyone else for being scared. No thank you, Toby! I can manage on my own! With a feeble cloud of steam, Percy clanked off into the Whistling Woods, all by himself. Even though Percy had his lamp on, the woods were still ominously dark. The trees were very big, which made Percy feel smaller than he already was. But all the same, he wanted to be brave and not a scaredy engine. I'm not scared of this place! I'll just go straight on like my brave and best friend Thomas would! Ugh, I only wish I could be brave as him! All of a sudden, a strange noise made him jump a little. What was that? Shivering slightly, Percy quickly went further into the Whistling Woods. As he did, Percy heard another strange noise. What's that noise? Oh, this is starting to overwhelm me! He was getting nearer and nearer towards the summer house. But then, Percy heard the most strangest and yet scariest noise of all. Ah! I can't take it anymore! These woods are far too scary for me! Driver! Take me back! Please! The driver, feeling frightened himself, hurriedly advanced the throttle to make Percy reverse. At full steam, the little green engine sprinted away backwards down the line and out of the Whistling Woods. Before he or his crew knew it, they went straight into a siding and crashed into the trucks Emily, Toby, and Thomas had just shunted. Luckily, no one was severely injured. The three engines were as surprised as Percy is, who felt very bad and upset. Oh dear, what a calamity! I've ruined your trucks!
Tell us something we don't know.
And now the Duke and Duchess won't get their coal on time! I'm sorry!
What happened, Percy?
Were you scared?
Percy wasn't sure what to say. He felt sure that everyone will call him a scaredy engine now. He looked away shyly at one moment, then turned back to his friends, who actually weren't calling him a scaredy engine, and were in fact rather worried for him. At last, he took a deep breath and said, Yes, I was scared.
Why didn't you tell us in the first place?
I was afraid you'd all laugh at me for being scared of the Whistling Woods.
Percy, can I tell you something?
Yes, Toby?
Well, when I first came to the Whistling Woods, I was scared of it too.
What? You, Toby? You were scared of the Whistling Woods, just like me?
Yes, indeed.
So was I.
To put it this way, Percy, all of us were once scared of the Whistling Woods.
I wasn't, and I'm still not today.
Well, almost all of us were scared of the Whistling Woods. But we always know that there's nothing to be afraid of in the end.
Percy knew Toby was right. Please, everyone, will you all go with through the Whistling Woods with me?
Why, I'd be glad to, Percy.
Me too.
And you all want me to go in there with a scaredy engine? Pah!
Thomas!
Oh, alright. Me free.
Soon, Percy's truck was full of coal again, and he followed his friends through the Whistling Woods. They slowly strolled down the line until Percy heard a familiar, strange sound. What was that?
Oh, that's just an owl.
Oh, I can't believe I'd been scared of an owl! Just then, Percy heard another familiar sound. What's that noise?
It's the woodland waterfall. Look over there.
Wow, doesn't that look so pretty?
My, it looks beautiful! Suddenly, everyone heard a sound that was very, very strange indeed. What was that?
It's the wind blowing through the trees.
Oh, I get it! This place is named the Whistling Woods because the wind makes a whistling noise when it blows against the trees!
Exactly, Percy.
You should have thought of it earlier, you scaredy little engine.
Don't push your luck, Thomas.
Sorry.
From this day forward, Percy wasn't afraid of the Whistling Woods anymore. He smiled happily all the way to the Duke and Duchess's summer house. Toby pulled up beside him.
You know, Percy, you did the right thing to tell us about your fear. You were a very brave engine indeed.
We'll see about that.
Percy felt very proud. He knows now that if he is afraid of something, it's alright to tell someone he trusts. Little did anyone know that Thomas came sneaking up behind Percy. He was going to come charging up and scare him silly by blasting his whistle. But just before Thomas could get any closer, something bumped him hard from behind.
Ah!
Whoa!
What was that?
I'll teach you, Thomas.
Emily, what did you do with Thomas?
Nothing serious, Toby. But Tom has been much too cocky lately and kept teasing Percy instead of sharing sympathy. So I thought a good bumping surprise would serve him right.
Thomas may be very cheeky at times, but that's the way he is. And he's still my best friend.